Hi, I'm Kili, also known as Kelly.
And I'm Fili, also known as Alex.
Welcome to our corner of the Shire,
where we will show you how to bring Middle-earth
into your daily life to keep you
a happy hobbit.
Where is Kili? This is the day before Thanksgiving. She told me she's been filming a special Thanksgiving episode all year, and suddenly, the day before Thanksgiving, she's gone. I don't know where she is. I checked her room. I checked the barn. I called Legolas. Maybe they're Christmas shopping or something. They weren't, but they're totally going to. I know it. Psh, buying presents for me, I'm sure. All the presents. Anyways, we need this episode. We need Kili. I don't know where she is. Well, I mean, there is one place she might be. I just hope it's not true. She might be with her. Again. It's getting insane. I gotta go check. She better not be with her again. Kili! Were you out here all night? I was worried sick. It was 30 degrees last night. Oh my gosh.
I know, trust me.
What were you doing just with her all night? Oh, Kili, there. She's beautiful.
What is there supposed to mean?
There. It's a universal statement for everything's fine. You'll be okay, right?
Okay, I guess I kind of feel better.
There, right? Yeah.
I kind of feel better
I
already.
think you do.
Like they're
There.
What is there? Is it like they there or we're there?
Well, they're there.
She's there.
She's.
But look at the leaves, Fili.
Kili, it's all right. Just because her vine may be fading doesn't mean she isn't still beautiful and complete.
She's supposed
and
to be a
whole.
giant pumpkin. Look at this.
Well, you know, Kili,
It's more like a giant orange grape.
who truly decided what she's supposed to be?
The seed packet?
Does the seed packet rule the world? Does it rule Middle-earth?
I don't know, maybe.
Does it rule your happiness? Because I don't think so. I think she's beautiful just the way she is.
But
And we should be thankful she's here at all.
But you don't understand, Fili. I spent all year filming an episode to teach people how to grow a giant pumpkin, and instead I grew a giant grapefruit. Nobody's gonna want to watch it now. Or that's our Thanksgiving episode ruined.
Kili, nothing is ruined as long as you don't freeze to death and die before Thanksgiving. Look, I know Birdie isn't exactly how you imagined her to be, but look, you shared a beautiful journey with her, watching her grow from seed to pumpkin-ish pumpkin.
You know,
It was a beautiful journey.
you're right, Fili. So beautiful.
I did.
Welcome to this episode of Happy Hobbit. As you can see from the view behind me, okay, other than the old pretend baby pool, I am in the garden. And that's because this episode is about, it's chronicling my attempts this year so far to grow a giant pumpkin from seed. To begin with, you should know that giant pumpkin seeds are actually a completely different type of seed than regular pumpkins. So I actually ordered mine online. Mine were, I believe, Dill's giant pumpkin seeds, Atlantic Giants. And one trick I learned was to soak the seeds in a cup of water overnight, the night before planting, just to kind of soften the exterior and the shell a bit. So as you can see here, I did that. And then I planted them into 2 little pots with about 1 inch deep. So here is my giant pumpkin seedling. The biggest difference I noticed with other pumpkin seedlings is the size of the leaves are a lot bigger for its age compared to other pumpkins. Now I have a spot prepared, the big root cage. It's really deep because pumpkins grow from a big tap root, and I've prepared it with a lot of mulched organic matter. So in here is some decomposed poops and obviously like mulch and wood chips and stuff like that. And I've just been getting that wet. And what I'm gonna plant around it is some soil that I've mixed in a little bit of fertilizer for it. And the soil is gonna have a slow release of nitrogen along with what I'm planting it into because of the decomposing organic matter in it. So that'll be really good to help it grow. And I've brought this gopher cage to put over it to protect it from wildlife. As you can see, I'm in this kind of little ramshackle area that used to be my brother, who in an episode we called Farmer Maggot. It used to be one of his growing areas, but he's not using it this year. Gosh, look at that. I was watering this for a long time and it's still dry. So I'm gonna get this a little bit more wet. I'm gonna put the pumpkin in. So I apologize if the angle isn't the best. I'm not the greatest at gardening and filming at the same time. But what I'm gonna do is just gently wiggle this out. Oh, look at that, it was already getting kind of root bound. You can see the roots in the bottom there. And I'm just gonna make a place for it. I'm gonna have the big leaf face the west to get the most out of the sunlight. Try to change the angle a little. It's hard to do it with dirty garden hands. Okay. And now I'm gonna put in my soil mixture with the fertilizer. I'm gonna kind of hill it around the pumpkin. And a few weeks ago when I prepared this spot, lower down I added a potassium-rich fertilizer because that's really important once a gourd starts forming. So I was hoping that that would work out nicely, that by the time the taproot reached down there, maybe it would be ready for that. Okay. Look at that little one. So you don't want to press too much because it's important for the soil to still have air. And when you water, you're going to compact it anyway. But I'm just going to press gently. Oh dear, I've ruined some ants' lives apparently. Sorry guys. Oh, they were probably attracted to the compost. And just gently pat around it. And I'm going to water this in and then put the protective cage on it. And I might actually stake the cage down with these landscaping hook things, just because we're having a bit of wind right now and I'm paranoid and want to protect my little baby. So there you can see, oh sorry the shadow's in the way, but there you can see the pumpkins in the new home. These landscaping hooks are probably overkill. I don't know if the wind would really blow hard enough to knock that over, but I just didn't want it to knock it over and break the stem or anything. So I'm being very protective of this little one. And I think we should name it and hopefully it will produce. So there he is. And the reason it's away from the rest of the garden in its own section is because it's going to get huge and take over. And we wouldn't have room to grow anything else. So that's why it's in this kind of separate, old-fashioned, rickety garden that will hopefully keep the deer out. Time will tell. As you could see, only one pumpkin actually germinated. My plan was to plant two and just trim off whichever one was the weaker one, but I only got one, so I worked with what I had. It is now heading toward the end of September, and I should have had a big pumpkin growth by now based on when I planted my seeds back in April and May, but I don't. But part of that is my fault because I absconded to Ireland over the summer as those of you who follow my social media know. And I was posting on our Happy Hobbit social media bit some photos from Ireland too, to go visit my partner Bard. And I left my family, my wonderful family, in charge of dog hair. My wonderful family in charge of the garden. They did a great job, but I'm not sure, since I wasn't here, I'm not sure what happened to our giant pumpkin plant, which I have now named Birdie, but I will show you. So as you can see, Birdie is not enormously large. The whole reason I planted her far over here is because she was supposed to get giant. So that could be lack of resources. I did give her a ton of fertilizer, as you saw. And also she started to grow in this direction, which in between the fences that are supposed to keep deer out, which, you know, was kind of awkward. And she tried to produce a pumpkin there and it didn't work out. And also, like, look, she's being actively like severed from the chicken wire or aviary wire. However, joy of joys, when I came home, I was able to help. I think this blossom would have been fertilized on its own, but just in case, I hand fertilized this blossom. And look, my hand's in there for size reference. This beautiful gourd forming. So I am really hopeful just to have a decent sized pumpkin for Halloween time, even if it's not going to be giant. In fairness, I don't really want a giant pumpkin because some of them can be several hundred or 1,000 pounds. And this little plastic thing I have underneath is something I found online. It's just a little tray to keep it elevated so that hopefully the insects don't destroy it and it won't get too damp and start to rot down below. So there we have her. And this vine is doing quite well still, even though it's really late in the growing season, but we won't get our first frost probably for at least another month. So there is a chance that Birdie could attempt to produce another offspring. That's a little female blossom. You can tell because it's got the swelling at the base. That's like a mini pumpkin. I don't like that it's yellow. That might mean that she's gonna prune it off, but we shall see what happens. But for now, Birdie's happy and doing well. We'll have to check back in later.
Wow. You're right. She's beautiful. She started off as this teeny little seed in this teeny little plant, and I'm so proud of you, Birdie.
That's the spirit.
And you know what? I am thankful because even though my giant pumpkin didn't turn out as giant as I'd hope, I can try again next year.
Exactly.
With what I learned from this year.
Exactly.
And I'm thankful for my beautiful garden.
Yes.
I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my sister.
Oh, me too.
I'm thankful for
our dwarven friends.
We have dwarven friends?
Well, I may have invited everyone left in the Duran family to Thanksgiving tomorrow. I hope you made enough food.
Okay, that's all right. That's fine. But there's a lot of turkeys around. We'll make do.
I can make it up to you for...
I'm thankful to having unexpected guests to an uninvited party.
Exactly. We are so thankful for them, as well as...
thankful for Middle Earth. I'm thankful for our viewers. I'm thankful for the piece of something that just flew into my eye.
You know, it's alive and it's there. And, you know...
I think it was some of this that's getting smashed into your hair.
You know, it's all right. I'm thankful that it's
for the
alive
earth.
and
I'm thankful
it's
to
growing.
the soil.
Yes, exactly,
To
Kili.
these plants.
And I'm most thankful for the fact that I get to see Aragorn in a tutu on ice this holiday season. You didn't hear? Aragorn's been trying out for the Nutcracker for years. He's finally...
Theoden always gets the role.
Yeah, but I heard Aragorn showed him up this year. So that's right.
We gotta get tickets.
Oh yeah, we gotta see that. Aragorn on ice. Nutcracker. I heard Merry and Pippin try to get a role as well.
I hope they succeeded.
I know. We'll just have to see it. And you know, we have that. All right. When
we
in
have that to
doubt.
look forward to. It's important to have things to look forward to.
Exactly.
You know what? I think I'm gonna sleep in my own bed tonight.
I think you should.
I think Birdie's probably okay out here. And
I think she is. I think she'll be all right. And look, she wants you to enjoy your Thanksgiving, just like she's enjoying it her way.
And you know what else? We want you to enjoy
That's right.
your Thanksgiving
However you're celebrating, if you're
and
celebrating.
your holidays, because we're very thankful to you. And happy Thanksgiving. So
Yes.
from Kili,
Fili and beautiful Birdie here.
we wish you
A very happy Thanksgiving.
And a completely unplanned end that I think we did okay.
You know, yeah, I just kept seeing Aragorn in the poster in my mind. I saw for the Nutcracker. It's so distracting.
And it's not just the Nutcracker ballet, it's on ice.
Yeah, isn't that how it's always done?
Traditionally it's a ballet dance,
Oh,
but a ballet on ice would be even more spectacular.
You know, I guess he just wanted it more Frozen themed, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Why not?
he's a big fan.
He's that talented.
He is. He really is. And Thranduil really likes Frozen as well. He has a mandatory watch party in Mirkwood every year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I never picked him for a Frozen type guy, but all right.
Yeah, he
I suppose
secretly
he-
loves to sing and dance.
I was gonna say he could probably really relate to Elsa. And
Yeah.
he really needs to learn to let things go.
Yeah,
So-
that's a good point. That's a good point.
I hope it's doing him some good.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. But we'll see if he goes to the Nutcracker. It's a one-night only event, so whoever's
Oh.
there's there.
We gotta go get tickets right now.
Yeah, we
Come
gotta
on.
go.
I'm not missing this for Middle Earth.
Well,
Like, let's-
good girl, Birdie. Just stay there.
Welcome to the quail. We'll do a first take.
What if I'm like,
Yeah, that's good.
dramatically rip them off?
Okay, whenever you're ready.
All right. Get my looking view first.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
You're looking across the desert
Yeah.
valleys.
That's good.
Okay. Look at the house.
Stupid coin.
Oh, it's just, some construction in Osgiliath.
Nobody knows where you are.
Yeah.
Like, they don't know you're staring at the house.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right.
Like an old camera.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll just be stroking my pumpkin.
Okay.
It was 30 degrees last night. Don't tell me you slept out here again.
I had
Really?
to.
Oh gosh. We're gonna lose you before Thanksgiving.
We're gonna eat all the. Would that really be so bad? Then you can eat me.
I kind of think I was going there.
We're gonna lose you before Thanksgiving. This is like little Timmy Little Timmy got lost in the woods. We could have lost you, Timmy.
Little Timmy, poor little tiny Jim before Christmas.
I need to move this over. You're gonna die, but just please don't ruin my Thanksgiving by dying.
Like, come on, man. We want to be able to eat turkey. God.
I'm like Linus in the Great Pumpkin. Is that where this idea came from?
Oh my God, is that what happens to him?
I think he stays out all night and his sister finds him freezing.
Oh my God, you are. What?
I don't want to be Linus.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Alright.